Hello. Don't we all have burdens of shame? Stuff that, whether it's to do with this life, past life, any incarnation that you want to call it, is to do with how we feel about ourselves. When we don't feel good about ourselves, we create shame. When we feel like we've done something wrong, we create a sense of shame that we're not good enough, we're not, that we should feel bad about something that we've done. And this need to judge ourselves is how we stay stuck. And it's a vicious cycle, because people who feel ashamed tend to repeat the cycle of shame over and over again, and until they become aware in some way, till something happens that makes them turn them attention inwards and try and understand in some way what it is that could be approached differently, in a softer, more gentle approach, instead of holding on to the stuff of their, like baggage, like great big bags carrying around through many experiences of feeling, not only as a child to be made to be to feel that there's something wrong with you, and this carries on from generation to generation, but to feel in every moment that somehow something's not quite right here, in the here and now, in the present. Something's not quite right with me. I feel a bit like I feel a bit sick and disgusted with myself for some reason, and you know, I don't know where that's coming from. I just know it's a very real feeling in me to feel disgusted with things about myself. And I think it's just so ingrained in our world, in what we see, to feel like somehow we're not quite right in some way, that there's some kind of defect, and it's something we should try and hide or feel ashamed about. And yeah, I just want to do a little bit of Reiki and what I call light language. I mean, other people might not call this light language, but I think if you're going to call it a language, is something my husband said to me, it's something that is communicated. But really all we're doing is we're trying to raise the frequency to such a point that we become aware of ourselves, we become one with the Creator, we become who we actually are, instead of living from an unconscious standpoint where we feel like we're victims or perpetrators, and that this stuff is just happening to us and there's nothing we can do about it. There is something we can do about it, and we can do it by a bit creatively raising our vibration, our frequency. And we can do this in so many ways. And one of the ways that I do it is by doing what I call light language. Now, there's going to be other people who are doing light language that say it's called light language. That is something different from what I'm doing. But I'm a channel. Everyone's a channel. But I'm a kind of self-realised channel. And I just let myself be a vehicle. So anything that I hear in my head, in my consciousness, I let come through. And I think it's my personal feeling that this is what we really are. This is coming from source. This is source energy coming through. And it helps me and makes me become more aware every time I do it. And I think if it helps me, it's probably likely to help other people. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And I hope that you benefit from it as much as I do. So this is some light language in Reiki for the healing of the world. Just connecting now with my breath. The healing of the world and our thinking and our consciousness in terms of feeling ashamed about ourselves, feeling like there's something we need to hang on to about ourselves that is wrong, that doesn't work, or when we stand in judgment of ourselves, we create guilt, and we also create a sense of shame that we're not good enough, and that we don't want to be seen in a certain way. The way that we judge ourselves as being not good enough, and I think I do have a lot of this in me, but it's something that's just coming up now because I'm working on forgiveness. So I'm kind of purifying myself. So I'm just going to let that feeling of what it actually is come in, so that I can bring it into my awareness, and then hopefully the light language will just kind of happen magically as it does. Maut ad agidike nekerekere ma indicate indicate kitty kitty make ma adikiti dikitiki nikitiki di Sha ut at et ut amakata kakarakana kata. Magnetic field around the earth is like a figure of 8. It's a massive source of energy for us, and I really want to tap into that now. Bringing awareness to the magnetic energy field around every single one of us, drawing in to the heart energy, the energy of love, vibration of love, concentrating on that. All is one. I call on all ascended masters, all beings of light. The roots of this body are grounded in the earth. The magnetic field of the earth surrounds me. And my own body, this body, is surrounded also by a magnetic field drawing in positive energy of love. Divine energy pouring to all beings who connect now with me. Ut it kamakakareni katakatiri kime Maini ekete uira lele makatarini kete my Sha inikiti ara kete mekiti kachaka nikiti etikete Join with me now to open crown chakra. Golden liquid light energy pour through. We are beings connected in light. Let light surround us. Divine being of light, show us our shame and let us bring our attention to it from the observation of the one who sees all. From the observation of the one who is infinite. From the observation of the one who forgives. From the observation of the one who is all, who knows everything, who sees everything, who is everything. Divine energy, light up all beings. Draw their attention to the shame in the body, the vehicle of the body can be filled with light. And directed from the standpoint of the heart. Divine energy, being all as one. Draw our attention to shame in the body and let us see it to help us release it. Throat chakra. May all chakras be cleared of negative energy as we join together in a circle. We know we are as one. The point of energy is right in the middle of the circle, and it flows everlasting in a spiral. Our strength is in our unity. As we hold hands in a circle, we see that we all are one. We all come from the same energy. Give us the ability to see as you see. To heal the wounds of shame in this body. In this consciousness, this mind-body complex. Will forgive. Is forgiving right now in the present moment all shame. Heart chakra. Fill the heart with love. Divine source. Light up all beings. All negative energy sources who try and reinforce the negative view because of the frustration can also be seen with love, because we all have this in us. We all have all these negative traits. They are universal. You can see it as an entity, or you can see it as just another part of yourself. It doesn't matter how you see it, it can still be treated with love, just as you treat an animal who would jump up at you and bark at you, or any wild animal. You can look at this animal and you can give it love, because it's in its nature to try and protect itself. And when people get scared or afraid, they try and protect what they know. They're living in a box or a tunnel or anything that limits their vision of the whole picture. The whole picture is so grand and so vast. And we can access it at any time if we come from the place of love, which is here in our hearts. All is one. Solar plexus. Sharin de sharin. Maut ad imika kara kara mere o in kara ni mere o na ut kata de be kara de pare kara mare makata kara ad ud ad id in ma kara 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 root chakra. Sad makata kana kata kata ata makata la kata na kata. Sheni la kata nekiti makata. We join forces in love. I love you. I hold you. I embrace you. Here, in this room, in this special time, which is now. I am with you. I am always with you. Oneness, source, light, whatever you call me. Me ut ad id ka kadarani kere ke make it